I've been asked a lot over the time how I do my makeup. Now, over the years of how my tremors have progressed, I've had to work out different ways to do them each time I realise that I've had progression with my tremors. Now, in my 50s, I don't wear much makeup at all, but I still like doing my eyeliner. Now, with foundation, I've found a small, thick, full style kabuki brush to be the best to do my foundation. And the thing is, it says a lot of the makeup artists now say to tap. We can tap, but we do hurt ourselves when we do tap. So I find this brush being full in my hand can help me be able to put on foundation if I need to put it on. Now, I've still got some old foundation left in this brush from last time. So, and also, I've got wrinkles now. You're up close and personal in my wrinkles at the moment. So I don't like wearing much makeup because it shows in the wrinkles now. So I'd rather use one of these than a sponge, because a sponge isn't as thick and heavy as this full style kabuki brush. Brushes with long handles, you have no control, especially if you're holding the handle way down low. So those brushes don't sort of help me a lot. You would need to hold it right up near the tip, and still it's light in my hand, where this one is thick, solid and heavy in my hand, and I'm able to, except for when you hit too hard with your tap, tap, taps. We don't tap, tap, tap. We smash, smash, smash. So that is the brush I would use for foundation. A full short style kabuki brush. Now with eyeliner, over the time, I've tried all different things. I used to be able to use the pencil. Now the pencil now, I do not use anymore. It's too short in my hand, it's too thin in my hand, and I have sort of no control over the pencil. Plus you can poke yourself in the eye, and being a wooden pencil, it hurts. So I gave those up a few years ago as my tremors had progressed over time. Then I went to one of these ones, which once again is thin and light in my hand, but you can roll it up. The trouble I found with these is that when I do hit my eye with them, they break off all the time because the crayon in them is too light and easily broken. There are these ones. I saw this one recently that you can put in your eye and swipe, swipe. But with that point, I don't like them. It poked me in the eye straight away as soon as I went to use it because it's got a real sharp point in it. What I did find for my eyeliner and what I use now, because as I said, over the years with your progression, you end up having to change up your style to do things. So what I use now is an eyeshadow pencil. It's got a rounded end, it's thick, and the way I can do it, arms into the body, of course, hand down, trying to help support the other hand, and I can put it in my eye, close my eyelid around it, swipe, swipe, and it actually puts eyeliner on top and bottom of the eye. Let's see if I can do it today. I'm in a weird angle, so we'll see if I can without making too much mess, although the tremors aren't helping today at all. All right, stop, just stop. We're forever telling our hands to stop. They don't listen. They're like a third person, but we'll try. All right, eye in the eye, swipe, swipe. And that gets the eyeliner top and bottom of my eye. Let's do this one. In the eye, swipe, swipe. And once again, eyeliner, top and bottom, hang on, of my eye. Now, I also find that this makes it that, oh, hang on, my mouth's covered. I also find that this makes it that I don't really need mascara because it puts the eyeliner up the top as well. And I'll show you in here. It puts the eyeliner up the top as well. So I don't really need mascara. Mascara scares the crap out of me. I haven't used mascara for a lot of years, and I'm still not going to. When I used to be able to use mascara, what I would do is get a tissue and wipe the majority off so that then it was only a little bit that you were putting on and you didn't have it all over your face like a clown. Now, if I have events coming up and I think, oh, I want to get my eyes done, I'll go and get eyelash extensions instead of using mascara. Eyelash extensions is where you lay down for about an hour and you close your eyes and they put individual lashes on each eyelash. Now, I've been to a few different salons to have it done. No one's had a problem with my head tremor while I'm laying down and my eyes are closed. They can deal with it. With blush. Now, blush, you can use one of these brushes. Once again, have your hand down. I don't even know whether this is a blush brush. I don't know what all the brushes are for. But if you hold it on your face, your tremors sort of do the job for you. So we don't need to do much moving around or swiping or blending with our hands because our hands do it all for us. So same with the contour. With the contour, if I ever do use contour, I use a thick, solid brush like this. And that way you can blend it in, keep your hand on your face, and once again, the tremors will move the brush for you and be able to do it for you. Eyeshadow. Instead of using a brush for your eyeshadow, because the brush, once again, is thin and light in your hand, I struggled trying to get the eyeshadow brush into the palette in the first place, and then to go onto my eyes, I can have it everywhere. The way I can do my eyeshadow is with my finger. And just use your finger to be able to put it on. Put a bit of sparkle on there. And yes, we're not doing the full-on eyeshadow looks that makeup artists are doing, but at least if you want a little bit of eyeshadow on, then that's what you can do. Eyebrows, I do not touch my eyebrows. I don't want, I tell you, I don't know. The eyebrows on some people, they go full overboard and it looks like they've got big black caterpillars on their eyes. I don't like how people do their eyebrows. But, hey, if you like doing your eyebrows, then go for it. If you can work out a way to be able to do it, I don't even try because we don't want caterpillars going on here. All right, so a bit of the gold as well. And as I said, you know, it doesn't look like a professional job, but hey, it's a home job. We're not trying to be professional. Lipstick is another hard one, but I only wind it up as much as I need it to be able to go onto the lips. I don't wind it fully out. You'll end up snapping it off on your lips. Wind it right down and the head tremor does not help with any of this. I only do my top lip and then I rub it into the bottom. And that way, I haven't got it all over my face. Try and get your elbows down. Try and support your hand. But eventually, now I haven't even got my glasses on. I don't even know whether this has worked. It looked all right in the mirror from that far away. Let me have a look. Yeah. And anything you mess up, you can always use a cotton bud and try and clean it up, or a lot of times when I've tried to do my makeup with a full face, I end up wiping it all off and going minimal makeup anyway. So I hope that helps someone out there. As I said, for the eyeliner is the main thing that I wear each day. Try and get that glare out of my glasses. And I use the thicker eyeshadow pencil. And you can get these anywhere. This is just some cheap brand that I bought. But try and find the eyeshadow pencil in the colour that you like. Put it in, close your eyes, swipe, swipe, and it got it there. Yes, you get a bit of panda eyes, but once again, you can wipe that off and clean it all up if you like. I hope that helps someone out there. You know, the worst thing women that are used to wearing makeup, the hardest thing for us is to try and continue to be able to wear it. But as I said, I've changed a lot of different pencils to work as my progressions have happened until I found one now that does work for me with the progression that I have now. I hope that helps someone. Take care, my friends. Stay safe in this crazy world. Lots of love to you all, and I hope you have a great shaky day or night wherever you are. Take care.